Welcome back to another episode of Awkward Thinking. I'm your hostess with the mostest, Vince. This is my co-host, the person I allow on the show. His name is Nas, and today we're going to be talking about awkward thinking.
Yeah. And 3, 2, 1. Welcome back to the Awkward Thinking Podcast. I'm Nas, aka Stacks.
What up? I'm Vince.
And we are, a safe space for weird thoughts. And we are the Awkward Thinkers. Woo! White people claps. The white people claps in the building.
Yes.
Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. Make sure you give us some streams and give us a 5-star rating on Apple Podcasts and write something in that section to know if you like the show or not. So, Vince, with further ado, take it away.
Yo, so what's up? So, not TikTok, but all of our fans, all of our audiences, everybody who's out there supporting us, we just want to say thank you. We are now at 35.6K followers on TikTok. Mm-hmm. We had got our first million views and our first million likes on
2 million, I thought.
Yeah, it's 2 million now.
Yeah.
And it's 10 million views now. We ended up going from 10K to
30, 35, 36, I think we
almost overnight. Well, I would say 30K at least overnight. Yeah. And then the 5K came within that week after. Even still now, we're still going strong. But we just want to say thank y'all for that. Mm-hmm. Definitely appreciate the love, the support. But I kind of want to talk about the video that got us there.
Okay, go ahead, please.
All right.
Please elaborate.
Let me play the sound for you.
Go play.
When you fat, anything that you do is always going to be seen like worse. Mm-hmm. You can't fart. You can't do this. You can't. Even when you eat, you can go to lunch, get the same food as everybody else. As soon as you start eating, look at his fat ass eating. Why is that funny?
All right.
But I just want to talk about that video because we weren't really okay. Even though I'm saying a lot in that video, mm-hmm. That's not that video got us 20,000 followers damn near.
Yeah. And
I want to talk about how in this field, what we are doing in this industry, I don't know what we want to call it, but
we're in
this pursuit that we have, it's so easy for us to all look at the next person and be like, damn, the next person is at this point. Mm-hmm. When am I going to get there? Or, oh, this person, let me bite off of what this person is doing. And when I see this, to me, what that is showing me is everybody just needs to stay in their own lane. Everybody just needs to do their own thing, and not just do their own thing, but pace yourself. You can't be comparing yourself to people in these situations because that 20,000 followers was not about the hard work that we did. Not saying that hard work has not accumulated or we have not been putting hard work into this, but we got 20K off of luck, off of chance.
Yeah.
Because people seem for whatever reason to like the video. And that's not the first, thing that we've said of substance. It's not the last thing we'll say, but it is the first thing that's ever taken off like that and done those kind of numbers. And it's when I look at it, I just know where we used to be at, where we used to compare ourselves, and we used to be like, why isn't this doing this? Why aren't we at this stage yet? Why aren't we here? Why aren't we there? And I remember we was just trying to fight to get to 10K.
Oh man, that was a rough ride to go to get to 10K followers on TikTok. But go ahead.
But it's been a whole year of us doing this. We just filmed our 50th episode.
Yeah.
And now look at us look where we at. And I just, not to be I didn't see us getting here, but remember we looked at it it's so far ahead. And now we're looking damn, that happened so fast.
It can happen any day.
Yeah.
And I think that with a lot of our clips. I think a lot of our clips that do go viral, I feel like it'd be our most relatable clips and our things of that nature. And then people who do linger to see all right, what are these guys about, and stay on our page, because I feel like what Shrek says, we're like an onion, and we have different layers. We can go funny, we can go serious, we can go pop culture, we can go political, not really political, because I don't give a fuck about that. We are a mental health podcast, but we have so many layers to what we bring to the space, and I feel like what we push as I hate to keep putting it as black creators and we do X, Y, and Z, but really black creators have so much to offer as far as in this podcast space that people don't realize. It's two guys that I seen that get a lot of numbers. And they're like big, they have a big podcast space. And what I say, I'm like, these are kind of the same conversations, but these are kind of like, I hate to say it, but these are black conversations. They don't, TikTok doesn't, or whatever algorithm doesn't, or what, I don't know, however we are posting, but it doesn't give us the love or that we want. And I don't want to gauge my success overnight as into, all right, we had that one viral clip and we can't go anywhere else. Like when we first hit that 10, well, we hit like 3 or something, like 4 or something million. And when we hit that, it didn't make us feel nothing. Yeah. You know what I mean? It was like, okay, like nothing has really changed. And it doesn't necessarily have, like, it's a win, but it's not one of those things that we like harping on. Like, we know that we have more work to do, more strides to get to when it comes to the podcast game. And we want to be the number ones. And I hate to say it like this, but like, I want to be number one, but I don't want to be number one. Yeah. Like, I just want to be successful. I want to live a life that I want to gauge that means number one to me. So I think a lot of the times where people will be on that comparison route when it comes to, oh, they're doing better than us, they're doing this and doing that. It's like your number one is not what people perceive of your number one. It's what you think is number one, where we can stop. Because, nigga, we still here. Yeah. You know what I mean? Like, nothing has changed. Nobody has said, "Oh, come out here." Well, we got something in the works, but it's just nothing. Life super changing has happened for us to be like, "Oh, this shit is real." You know what I mean? And I feel like a lot of the times we get caught up. People get caught up in the numbers, and there's a lot of people who just get like the attention that viral moment brings. It's like a drug.
It is. And I think because we experienced so many smaller moments when we first started, like there were times where, all right, a video got 500 views and we were like, oh my God, we got 500 views in such amount of time. And like, that was okay for us. And not saying it's still not okay for us because we don't look at the numbers anymore. Because I feel like the numbers, again, it's that thief of joy when you look at it, because all you can do when you see those numbers is compare. Like every video since we've posted has not done
the same amount, you know.
But we're not expecting for it to, because we also know some shit is not in our control. It's not about the work that we put in. It's not about the content that we make. Some shit is literally just not in our control. Like he said, that algorithm. Our shit, every time we have a viral video, everything slows up right after. Everything. Yep. And our videos get taken down because, it seems racist. But you go on TikTok, you see some of the most racist shit on TikTok. And it's only racist when black people do it, damn near. Man. A lot of shit get taken down for the dumbest reasons, or you just like, why are my followers not getting this? And it just, sometimes the app is a bitch.
And it's a lot of things that even going back to it, it's by chance. Everything in this game of entertainment and podcasting, everything is by chance. But a lot of things that I want people to realize when it comes to podcasting or being an entertainer, you can't take a master class for this shit. Yeah, maybe marketing you can take a master class for, but you cannot take a master class for being authentic, relatable, comedic. That is something that is naturally, it's like vibranium. Let's put it as vibranium. And it's the strongest metal in like that like in the MCU, right? So vibranium is very strong by itself, but if you mold it and you wield it to something, it can be something greater and even more powerful. That's what I believe, that how talent is. It's already in you, but you're just doing these things and life lessons and, failing and doing all these things so you can mold to be that best epic person where this person cannot be stopped. That's so a lot of the times people don't get their shot. It could be the most talented singer and you won't get your shot.
A lot of great people that's the thing. There's a lot of great people with great voices, and there's a lot of y'all who get on like J-Lo and the Ashanti shit. Ashanti singing all her songs and shit.
I didn't know that.
Yeah. Well, not to be that specific, but yeah, like a lot of shit that J-Lo was doing, it was Ashanti songs.
Oh wow.
And so like you see that. You see a lot of people who kind of you see a lot of people who know how to dress it up.
Yeah.
And I'm always say dress it up because you make it look nice. But then you have people who have undeniable talent who can out-sing a lot of these artists who are at the forefront. They just don't have the look for it. They don't have the aesthetics to fit whatever they're going for. But they get missed out on all these people. And so really what we just want to tell y'all is like, do not look at all of this and use that to compare your worth or to to see where your worth is.
Yeah, to gauge it.
Yeah. All this is
it's a facade.
Yes, this is not nothing that is ever gonna it changes so quickly. It changes every day. The way shit happens, the way everything goes on. You can be the best content creator out there. If you just not getting lucky, bro.
And that's what the number. It's like a lottery. It's literally like the lottery. You feed the machine. You want it. You put the numbers in. You put the coin in the slot machine. That's how this content creation works. It's not that your content is terrible, and because you can probably get like 50 views and you be like, oh, this is crazy, this is corny, you know what I mean, and then the next thing might blow up, but that doesn't make that old content worse. It just didn't work for right then and there. You know how many times I've posted clips for us and it didn't work right then and there, that time frame, but that I posted again and it was just work. It doesn't mean it's trash. It's just you're not hitting the lottery right now, so a lot of the times too, where I just draw a lot of things with as far as talented. Like, it's okay to know that you're not going to be the strongest one in this field. You're not going to be that one, and what I mean by like not that one, you're not going to be like somebody is going to be better than you in this field. And I know people will be like, oh, nobody's better than you. No, somebody is going to be better than you. And it's okay. You have to deal with that. What I don't understand with a lot of people is I'm a who, not how person. And because I read the book, and it's basically saying that you might be the best at what you do. I'm not going to try to do what you do. I'm just going to acquire you on my team because that makes us better at the long run. I'm more better at whatever, speaking or debating, and you might be better at writing it. Like, I never understood the flack that Drake got for people writing his music. If I'm writing it, my strong suit is writing it. He just delivers it better. He has a better voice. So I think with a lot of the times, even with creators creating, it's not about you're better than anybody. Everybody can eat in this world. Everybody can eat in this field. So I don't see why just because you got a couple. Now, be stingy with your platform because you don't want everybody on there, and you don't want everybody to perceive like, oh, he just let everybody through. But use it to where it be like, oh, these are some threats. These are some people, not just your homie. Everybody homie ain't got it. Everybody homie ain't going to fit the mold.
Yep. And sometimes even though your homie do got it, sometimes that work ethic just isn't there. Sometimes that you can't have that work relationship because your homie does not respect you as a business. Well, not like us, but your homie don't respect you as a business partner. Your homie only sees you as a homie. So there's going to be a lot of shit that goes fucked up because, all right, nigga, you don't respect the business of it. Yeah, you got the craft, but you don't respect the business of it. There's a way that shit is supposed to be done, and you don't know how to do it that way. But yeah, not to sit on here trying to preach to y'all because I do want us to move into other stuff. I do want us to go back over some of the stuff that we've said this whole year or, within these last 50 episodes and just retouch on some stuff, kind of like respond in certain ways because we did see a lot of y'all, on TikTok or on YouTube with your own thoughts. So we wanted to kind of give y'all a response to a couple things.
So where do you want to start off at?
That's with the most recent big video.
Okay.
So a lot of people
hate me.
Yeah. They had issues with you because you laughed.
Yeah.
And I respect people for being like, yo, somebody's being vulnerable with you.
Yeah.
And you are laughing in their face. But y'all gotta
know us.
Yeah, you gotta know us. You gotta know how to read a room. When he laughed, I was not offended by that. I asked why was it funny, but then again watching the video, once I say the fat ass, it is funny.
Yeah, it becomes hilarious. Comical. But it was one of those things where I don't think I know we've been friends for so long that I know when we're having a real serious moment when to laugh and when not to laugh. And I think people like on TikTok especially, because that's our biggest audience. TikTok especially, they like to run with it like everything. Everybody knows everything. Oh, he's being fat phobic. Oh, he's being mean. He's being this like. And I'm just like, why does everybody have a think piece of a negative? Just take the clip for what it is.
Yeah.
This is a real thing. Yes, and it's a true fact, because at the end of that clip, I laughed and said, that is so true. But since I cut it, everybody's like, oh, you're being mean. He's this, he's that. And I do a lot of things. I say a lot of things, and the internet just runs, and y'all take it, and y'all just paint me as this evil, evil person. And I don't like it.
And I saw people in the comments who were like, "Oh, if you just lose the weight."
That's wild. That's a wild statement. Like,
that's not the answer. Like, y'all gotta understand that. Like, telling a motherfucker to just lose the weight, I don't just get to drop the shit off.
Yeah, it's gonna take some time, some years.
Yes, and it's not even just about. People have to have access to those kind of resources, and when I say resources, I mean a gym. I mean food, like access to food and healthy food at that.
Healthy food is expensive.
It's expensive as fuck, and it's not always accessible. When I grew up, we had Dave's Supermarket, and that was it. And Dave's did not sell everything that you needed to be a healthy ass person. There was not vegan option. There's not a lot of good produce options. A lot of times you go in there, shit is already fucking rotten. Shit not even healthy at all anymore. And so like, and then even they don't have gyms in the hood. They just don't.
Yeah.
I've never, growing up where I grew up, there was never a gym in the area. Yeah, it's a YMCA, but if you not from that hood, nigga, you can't go in there.
If you ain't from my hood, you can get from around here.
And so like, when we tell people to lose weight, or we tell people shut the fuck up, that's just what it comes down to. Shut the fuck up. It's not about just losing weight. Raise your kids to be a better person. Be a better person yourself, instead of sitting there talking about a person for doing the same shit that other humans do, but you think it's funnier because this person is bigger. Shut the fuck up and see why you have an issue with yourself. There was too many times where growing up as a fat person, it's like everything that you do is literally it's made fun of. Yeah. I'm sitting in the seat does that just like your seat does that. But when my seat do it, oh,
you finna break the chair.
Yeah, and you now for real, that shit annoying. Now you gotta make a joke out of it, or now you gotta draw attention. And so imagine going through school from kindergarten, where I wasn't always fat, but just imagine going through that for a few years. Every time you try to do anything, no matter what it was, people draw attention to you. Everybody looking at you, watching you, and now everybody got something to say about what you're doing and how you move. You literally, the shit that causes problems. And instead of telling people to lose weight so they don't have to deal with it, tell motherfuckers to shut up.
Yeah.
Because then that's what happened. People start getting their ass beat.
Yeah.
And it shouldn't have to come to that. I shouldn't have to get violent. I shouldn't have to come up out of my own skin because you are making me uncomfortable. And that's the other thing. Y'all try to make being fat like this unhealthy thing.
Yep.
And it's not. A lot of you are skinny as fuck and y'all are unhealthy. Y'all
are 10 Big Macs and 12 cane tenders. And
sometimes, yes, you fat. You got a little extra weight on you, but you are not unhealthy, nigga. You are just a bigger person. And that's okay. Now, even if somebody is obese, You don't sit and make fun of them. I don't know what in y'all head makes you think this is the way that to get them to change. And then it's like, also, who the fuck are you to pick over my body and try to tell me how I should look, tell me how I should change? And then y'all get older and then y'all cry because y'all went through something similar, or something happened to you and now you understand. That's dumb as fuck, bro. Stop telling people to change or get over being bullied and shit. Stop being bullied. Stop treating people like they're not people, bro.
I think we have that issue with all, just not just even being fat. I think what the issue with all insecurities, and I feel like that will boil down to being better people. And I know, I've said in previous times where I feel like bullying is necessary, and
they ate you up for that.
Did they?
They wasn't wrong.
And what I necessarily meant, and I'm not doubling back to what I said, but I'm saying as in, like, we need to take accountability for a fight. And what I mean, like, is this something that is worth a think piece for? Is this worth something really blowing up? Well, that's what I mean by sensitivity. I think that whatever we lost in that art of sensitivity, or that is just, I put it to you like this, and this is going to be like a small little segue, and we will circle right back to it. When Justin Bieber was doing all that stuff, right, and he was probably at the lowest time of his life, we had literally a roast about him. Of all the jokes, all the everything, and then we uplift, which I never understood that. And I was listening to some of them jokes on the roast. I was like, yo, like, this is, y'all talking about people, parents dead in 9/11. Like, Pete Davidson's parents died in 9/11, and they was like, oh, well, pick up your dad's ashes. Like, they was going crazy. But I'm just like, and that was not even that long ago. So I'm just saying, like, granted, that was wild, but that's not going to get blown up. Saying something like that is going to get blown up. It's going to get think pieces. Nobody's worrying about even the F-bomb. The F-bomb was in music at one point. DMX was saying it. Jay-Z was saying it. All this stuff is saying it. And it's just like, it's not a right word, but y'all aren't giving think pieces to those type of people. You know what I mean? Rest his soul, because, you know, DMX has passed away and stuff like that, but y'all give think pieces to the wrong thing and want to be woke for the wrong reasons. That's what I want to get to. And with that,
I agree. Sometimes y'all need to just shut the fuck up and leave your opinion to yourself. It'd be a lot of times I'll see something on social media and I'll get well, no, actually, and then I'll be like, nigga, that's not even what they saying.
it's not even worth the fight.
It's not. Yeah, all I'm doing is inserting my viewpoint into the situation, and then I be like, let me erase this shit, because my viewpoint does not matter. All it is an argument now on social media. Oh, you think like that? Okay, well, let me say this. I tell motherfuckers now, if you don't like black people, please unfollow me. If you say this, if you think this is okay, if you act like a coon, please unfollow me. If you do shit like this, please unfollow me. If you keep posting your ugly ass kids, please unfollow me. All that.
Can I say a PSA, please? I don't know if you know this, but, like, people really do not care about your secret pregnancy. I just want people to understand, like, you're a regular everyday person. You're not Keke Palmer. We do not care about seeing your baby's foot. Oh, I just had a baby. Like, you're a regular what are you hiding your child for?
Yeah. Don't post them, motherfucker.
Don't post them. Like, what? I never understood why people try to hide, like, oh, that they're pregnant, like, to make this big announcement. You been a hoe. You been with dude 2 babies already. What is we doing here? Sorry, go ahead. That was my little.
I see you have something you wanted to say. Shit. But no, like, just it be a lot of dumb shit y'all be doing on social media, and again, I know we touched on social media, but this is our turn to go back and touch on all them things. A lot of y'all live for social media. Y'all gotta get off them apps. I deleted Twitter, and that was kind of hard.
Strong man.
Cause Twitter, I ain't gonna lie, Twitter healed all my porn, bro. Twitter porn is exclusive because it's like. It's not even shit you gotta search for.
Man, it's the whole. I just got a page. Yeah. I got a page for what I like.
Every fucking video is a decent video, and I miss that. I ain't gonna lie.
Listen, you gotta listen. I'm single, and it's a dry world out here, man. So it's been clutching me up right then and there. Like, this has been near and dear to my heart right now. So yeah, that's the holy grail right now. I don't even look up the hub no more. Like,
I was never a big fan of Pornhub.
you really?
Yeah.
Yeah, I can look up like I used to look up like. Never mind. We digress. I don't want to get into it. But go ahead.
I don't know. Like,
I just want to. Also, I talked about having a booty as a man, and I just didn't. I talked about that a little bit in the last episode, but I didn't really. I talked about it as in like this is like a issue that I had growing up. You know what I mean? That wasn't a pass for anybody to even make a pass at all. I think that is another thing. Like people just try to insinuate. Because somebody said in the comments, is this a way of you coming out? I said, what gave you that? Just because I said that doesn't mean I was like, oh, I want this attention. And then somebody, from the transgender community, hit me in the DMs and said that thing is fat. They said that thing is fat. So I was just saying like, I didn't totally agree with that. Like, just don't. I don't like that. I didn't warn none of that. I feel like right now in 2022, 2023, it is so hard to not so hard to be straight because I don't want them verbiage to be that, but it's just like it's how do I want to put it? It's not hard to be straight, but it's people test your straightness all the time now. It's like, why do I have to prove so much that I'm a straight? I like women, not necessarily me. I feel like that's men across the board. I feel like now in this era that we in, men have to prove more that they're straight than anything else. But go ahead.
I blame social media again for that one, because I think it's one of the things people don't think for themselves no more.
Yeah.
So a lot of times you'll see a large group of people on social media saying one thing, and so other people will start dropping into that, like rain. Like imagine rain in a cup. You sit a cup outside while it's raining. A couple drops go in.
Yeah.
Every once in a while, then eventually that shit starts spilling over. Like that shit fills up. That's how it is. It's like with thoughts. And they tell people, be comfortable with your sexuality. Be comfortable doing this. Be comfortable doing that. Oh, and if you aren't comfortable, that means you are. And if you are comfortable, that means you are. So it's like you can't do anything, and you can't talk. And of course, especially as a black man, I feel like it's not easy for black men to even be like, oh, I used to do this when I was a kid, or I do this without anybody being like, oh, are you a little fruity?
Yeah.
You sure you're not a little fruity?
Yeah.
Because you don't fit in the stereotypical mode of what they feel like. And I don't care for the image that they portray, like the typical straight male. Y'all make straight men seem like we are just some of the most horrible people to ever walk the earth. For real. Like, in certain instances, I do get it. But then y'all turn around and y'all will twist it and say, all right, a lot of y'all straight men do this and y'all abuse women, y'all do this just for y'all to end up liking men.
Right.
So why the fuck are we talking about straight men?
We're talking about DL. That's DL men.
And I don't know if like within the community, if there is a difference between like if you can be like, okay, this is a straight man.
Yeah.
And then this is a DL man.
Is there like, you think it's like segregation in the LGBT community when it comes to that?
Yeah, I don't know if you become gay once you become out and you say like, all right, fuck it, I am. And I don't know if that's one of them things where it's like, okay, now I'm gay. Yeah. And you're gay from that point on. But the shit that you did before was straight, if that makes sense.
My biggest thing now, it's like, number one, I automatically assume if you're like super I'm a man type of nigga, you're gay. Like no straight man has this super macho alpha male type of like that's gay to me. You know what I mean? And it's like even when going back to that circling back to what you said about like the black community saying like you're zesty or you're this, it's white people on the big screen that has kissed men, and not one person has ever questioned, you know what, Seth Green is gay. It's just, Seth Green and what is this? Franco, James Franco is gay. They kissed on camera. They gay. No, that they're the hottest men in America. That's what you perceive that to be. You know what I mean? So I don't know why it comes boils down to black men.
We get put in boxes.
We do, and
with everything, like even again going back to podcasting.
Yeah.
If even what we just talk about, if that gets clipped, motherfuckers are going to just look at that and be like, oh, this is all black men got to talk about.
Literally.
Even though we've talked about literally every other fucking subject. Y'all zero in on the wrong shit. And then y'all be like, oh, this is all you talk about. And it's not. And then it's the narrative. That's the other thing. Narratives get pushed about black men. And I'm not even just saying straight black men. Just good black men. The wrong narratives get pushed because I have an individual thought.
Yeah.
No, I don't agree with everything that goes on. I do. One thing about me, I agree every person deserves to be treated like a person. I don't give a fuck what you do, who you do, and how you do it. You need to be treated as except for if you're like a child molester or some shit like that.
Burn in hell.
Yeah, you need to be treated like a person. Everybody does. Does that mean I have to agree necessarily with everything that you do? No. Does me not agreeing with everything that you do make me a phobic or anything? No, it doesn't. It just means I don't necessarily agree with you. There's a lot of shit I don't agree with black people about. That does not make me not black.
Yeah.
And it does not make me hate black people or anything. I just don't agree that this is right for us.
And that should be just okay.
Yes.
That literally should be, and you know, let's get, because I want to get into our hot takes a little bit. Hot shit! My hot take is basically, I don't think that we preserve our culture as black people enough. I feel like everybody is invited to the cookout. You know how to sing Lil Durk? You invited to the cookout. You know how to do the wobble? Cody, you're invited to the cookout. So I feel like everything now, even going to the because we had different views, and I know this is like kind of old with even the Deion Sanders thing. It's just I don't think that we pick one person and then we say, all right, this is going to be our leader, and after that person dies or after that person goes on, eventually we're at a loss. Like nobody else can step up, nobody else can make it better than that person did originally. And I feel like we're always at a loss in our culture because we have that mentality. It only could be one mentality, and it hinders us so much in everyday and inviting so many vessels into what are intersanctum, and then we get upset because they're taking what we gave them. We gave them the platform. We let them into our world. So how can you be mad at some, like I'll go back into Wakanda Forever. Like it was two separate entities. It was the Mayans and something. Granted, they intersected the worlds, but it was just like we let somebody in our world, and just because we didn't, the princess got kidnapped, right? The princess got kidnapped, and we let somebody in our world, and it got destroyed a little bit. And I feel so hurt for letting that happen. But we allowed it because we trusted you, and we did that. And I feel like we need to put like Fort Knox when it comes to our culture. I feel like we don't do that well as a people.
We don't. But it's hard because everybody wants access to what we have, or everybody wants access to what it looks like we have, and without actually going through a lot of stuff that we got to go through to have it. And a lot of people don't even realize there's a lot of stuff that, although it's very beautiful for the way that it came out the way that it did. Like our culture, a lot of stuff that we have only happened, or not only, let me not say that. It happened because we persevered through some horrible shit. It happened because we were able to be like, we not gonna let this shit break us. Negro Spirituals was literally, look, I just feel like, I don't know, man. It's like so much shit that we have is because we had to make it out of a fucked up situation.
Yeah.
We had to crawl out of the bare fucking bottom of the pit just to get up there. And then it's like people see that, and for the longest of times it was shitted on. it was like, oh, that's not good enough. That's not good. That's not music. That's not this. That's not culture. It's not this. And now, because motherfuckers have more access to phones, and because now y'all see how shit looks, especially when it's executed correctly like that. I just saw something, and it made a lot of sense. That little white girl, she did some dance, and she went viral. They did, I think she might be on Dancing with the Stars now. It was some little weak ass dance that she stole from a black creator. And like when you watch her do the dance, when you watch the white girl do the dance, you just see her and you're like, what the fuck is she doing? Because they're celebrating the mediocrity of what you doing. And it's because black people haven't been allowed to shine in the spaces that they should have been able to shine in. But because you are able to do it and you're not even doing it, it's like, you know, how, like you said, the cookout.
Yeah.
White person doing the Dougie. And you like, oh my God, now they got a TV show because they did Dougie. Like, but when you go back and you look at the original creator, the black creator, you see the difference in the performance. When you see the white girl, you like, nigga, what is this?
Right.
That look like some wild shit. She don't shit like that. Like, what is that? And then when you go and you look at the original creator, who's a black woman, you see that everything has intention. There's a motion with it. It's swift and it's like it's an art form when you watch her do it. When you watch her, you like, bitch, you scooting across the floor. What is happening here?
I got another take too. I was looking at Breakfast Club and Umar Johnson was on there, and because I was like, am I less of a black man to date outside of my race? Because I think I ain't gonna lie. I love being black. I love black women, but I personally just think it's just something. I just need something different as far as like, not.
No, because I don't do that. Not on here.
I am gonna do it on here, and it's not like I'm saying white woman. Like it could be different, like a Hispanic woman or something. Like I don't know. I just want something a little different than a black woman. Different than what? I'm not saying. Listen.
So what I'm asking you is, when you are going to these other women, what are you getting from them that's different?
A different vibe, a different light of perspective.
How?
Sometimes I don't know. I think that I just want to try. It's gonna sound so crazy, and it's gonna be like, oh, what the fuck? But it's just I just want to date outside of my race. I think
I don't knock that.
Yeah,
I do knock it because I'm not a fan of marrying outside of my race.
But I didn't say marry.
I know. I'm not knocking you for having fun outside your race, but it is when you use black women aren't. And that's why I'm dating outside my race.
Did I say black people aren't?
Did.
Black women aren't? Well, let me say this. It's no knock to black women. I'm just tired of dating black women. Like,
why?
I just don't. I don't like the type of black woman I am dating. And that's a me thing. It is. That's a me thing. But I just want to try a different race.
And I'm okay with you saying, all right, I'm trying something different, something I haven't tried before. That's perfectly fine. But when you as your friend, a lot of these situations with these black women that you are dealing with be the same kind of situation because you're the same person.
So I got to change.
Yes. Dating outside is not going to change the.
What is somebody going to love me better?
Huh?
What is somebody going to love me better?
That is not about dating outside your race. There's a lot of black women who can love you better than the last person, but again, you got work that you got to do before you can get to that point.
And that's very true.
So when you are a person who has work that you need to do, you can't use black women as an excuse of why you aren't receiving what you want to receive. You, nigga, the call is coming from inside the house. You got to work on you. So that way you can receive what you need from because you can receive it from not anybody, but a lot of the people. But you have to work on you.
No. You got any hot takes or no?
Let me think. There was some shit I saw. again, I don't care for keeping black creators in the same spot.
Okay.
Stop telling us to talk about different shit, bitch. Listen to someone different then. if you getting tired of hearing the same shit, y'all don't even be hearing the same shit, bro.
I don't.
I hate when, especially whenever we go viral, we get a bunch of people who are not our original followers. We get a bunch of extras, and y'all will get into the comments and be like, "Oh, this is all y'all got to talk about." Bitch, go read the page. There's a million videos we've posted. Every video is different. And again, we are awkward thinking. I don't know what you are coming. We're not talking about stocks. It's not our interest. We're not talking about shit like that. We're not talking about political shit too much. That's not our interest. We are talking about awkward shit. We talking about weird shit. We talking about shit niggas ain't. I don't know.
I think when it comes down to this show, I feel like a lot of people don't understand what we are and what we do, and necessarily the real definition of awkward is something hard to deal with, and that is a lot of things that is a test of life. A lot of things in life are not the easiest to get by, and the conversations aren't the best. Your mental health isn't the best. Sometimes you might feel a little weird feeling, in your stomach, and that might be like something tied to just you loving someone, or and I think what people get construed even about podcasts in general is it's a person's opinion. My opinion is not always going to be right. My opinion might be wrong to you. It's my opinion. You're listening for the enjoyment of my perspective. You're not listening to, you can combat with me in the comments and, we'll have a healthy conversation. But I feel like a lot of the times we don't respect the craft of people's opinion. This is the people's opinion. And you just got to be like, I can agree. I can disagree. And that's it. That's literally it when it comes to these spaces and potting. Like, and another thing, you cannot teach podcasting to anyone. You can only say, and that's another hot take I got. Nobody is going to teach you the sauce, and I want people to understand that nobody's going to really give you the game on how they make their money. People are so selfish out here in this world.
Is it selfish or is it protective?
Like it's protective, but it's just like if you really like those master classes that be like, oh, I can help you get to this money.
That's a scheme.
That's a scheme. Yeah. Like you're dumb. You're dumb. Like nobody's going to give you the sauce on how they made their millions, because their millions is going to stop once you know the sauce. Yeah. You know what I mean? People want to know to get rich. This is the entertainment industry is one of the industries that is penny pinching, but is the most vital industries ever. And I don't ever understand how people get paid so less for something so important in today's, like, it should be tech, engineering, and entertainment should be the top 3 industries. And I could be wrong.
You are.
But I said should be. So I know tech and engineering is one of the top grossing industries.
Say what you want.
But entertainment, yes, is vital. That's how we get information. That's how we laugh. That's not how we get information. Let me correct myself. It's how we get our source of our laughs. Entertainment is TV, social media.
No. Okay, so that's the thing. Social media, especially,
it can be entertaining.
Yes, and it can be entertaining, but niggas get locked into social media, and then social media and real life blends too much. That's the thing. Social media, like, it blends. A lot of people are on social media and they're trying to be entertaining to you, and you're thinking they're living a whole different life, and they're not.
But nobody's really going to teach you the sauce on how they make their millions, how they're popping off, how they're doing whatever algorithms. It's a scam. Stop buying into the dumb stuff, because just work. That's all this entails, is just work at what you want to do.
The other thing is, like you said, work for the shit that you want. Stop expecting somebody to lead you to that shit. Yes, it would be nice if it was somebody there who could reach out a hand and be like, here, I'm going to guide you through there. That's a mentor. Look for a mentor, but stop looking for niggas to do your shit for you. Especially when If you are not a fucking $1 billion company hiring interns to get them niggas to do, you aren't nobody yet. So you can't be like, oh, build up this whole brand, build me up for you, please. I had a cousin. She asked me, she was like, I'm fucking with the podcast. I like it. This and that. Tell me how to tell me how to do the podcast. And I'm telling her, and she's like, no, I don't want to hear that. I just want to hear how to do this shit. I'm like, I'm explaining it to you. Right. This is everything that comes with it. I'm like, you got to do the editing. You got to do the marketing. You got to set up this and set up. She said, okay, bet. I'll do this, and then I send it to you, and you can edit it for me. Nigga, I don't edit my own shit. I'm like, I told her, I said,
I'm the daddy.
I'm like, no. And she was like, what you mean, no? I said, no. I said, don't. And you just expected for me to come out and do the shit. And I don't, that's my cousin. She but she just expected for me to be like, yeah, I'll edit it for you. You gotta think of other people and their time and their energy. And that's the thing. A lot of people see shit and don't understand everything that goes into it. Mm-hmm. You don't understand the time that it takes to put shit together. You don't understand the time that it takes to think of the shit, to
write,
to edit, all that. That shit take time. And like, that's not an easy task, especially when it's not your shit. And so stop expecting niggas to do that. Stop expecting for somebody else to build up your fucking dream or build up what you got going on. And then again, and no knock to my cousin, because I do think her podcast would be dope. Mm. But you don't have to chase a lane everybody else is in.
Yes,
you might see a nigga doing nice with it. And I'm not saying she wants to do a podcast because of me. Yeah. But you might see somebody doing some shit and you like, ooh, let me jump on that.
Exactly.
This ain't for you.
Yeah.
Find out what's for you. And I'm not saying niggas can't do podcasts, but it's not for everybody. You have to be interesting. You have to be somebody want to fucking listen to.
And we not interesting to everybody. And we not interested. We almost had a big mistake in the studio.
Is this touchscreen?
No, it's not touchscreen. You good. Jesus Christ. What was I saying? I just got thrown off. I got this one last little weird point. Cause that just threw me off. I was looking at Mr. Beast. Mm-hmm. And I'm like, he's a great guy. He does a lot for the community. But I'm like, personally, I think he
is a super evil genius.
He's sick. Uh-huh. He's sick in the head. Because it's like, I have like all this money, mm-hmm. and I'm about to put people, because it was like, I'm about to put people in boxes. And I want you to, whoever's going to survive, like it's something like I would do on a video game. But he's doing it in real time, mm-hmm. and it's. I think that's his, like, it might be his little weird thing he got, like his mm-hmm. little weird fetish. Now I could be wrong. Jimmy, can I go? Yeah. So I could be wrong, but I really think that's like his. To segue off that point, just a little bit. This is my last final point before we get up out of here because we gotta. Mm-hmm. Go. We got things to do. I don't. So I've been watching the little Chrisean and Blueface joint. Mm-hmm. I just watched the first episode the other day, mm-hmm. and I was talking to Sharice on the phone, and I'm like, they are in a very abusive, toxic situation mm-hmm. that we glorify. So why? And this is gonna sound crazy as fuck. Why did America give Chris Brown such a hard time? If we're publicly watching two people
in that same situation,
it's
because we pick and choose when it matters.
And they are not A-list celebrities. Mm-hmm. Why the fuck are we giving them a platform? And we gave Chris Brown mm-hmm. so much fucking hell.
The thing is, they didn't get that platform until people saw how toxic they were. Mm-hmm. And that's something that we do got to pay attention to. Zeus, you can't say that you're for black people and you doing shit like that. That is not okay. A lot of the shit that y'all promote on y'all channel, and I wish it wasn't like that. I do think black people deserve to have reality TV. Yeah. I do think that's fine. But at what cost? When do we start to say, all right, nigga, that's wrong. We can't air this. We can't show people that this is the... that's like when Natalie Nunn and them in the Bad Girls Club.
Yeah.
Y'all too fucking old. Why are you 47? Why are you still trying to call yourself a bad girl? You're a grown-ass woman, bro. And you still on here, you instigating fights. You in a house full of young, impressionable women, and y'all not doing shit for them, but putting cameras in their face. And then y'all got all these young niggas, and I'm not knocking young niggas getting bags, but y'all just got a bunch of random niggas in security shirts breaking up fights and shit, breaking up situations in the houses and shit. But as black people, we have to stop giving platforms views like that.
Yeah.
We got to stop, because that shit not okay. I was raised, I witnessed motherfuckers fighting their boyfriends and girlfriends in the household. I saw shit like that. That shit is not fun. That shit is not cute in person. Watching somebody, especially somebody who say they love you, watching, you done never seen somebody that get their ass beat, like they bleeding bad as fuck, and then you calling that love, and then y'all putting that shit up there on Zeus, and y'all making everybody watch it, and y'all telling people this is what it's about.
It's not. And more that I watched it, it was very entertaining. I can say it was very entertaining. But I don't like when people be like, oh, this is our new era of Bobby and Whitney. That wasn't even a good time. Yeah. That wasn't even a time. That wasn't an era. Like, I don't understand why we try to manipulate things and say and glorify those key points in pop culture. Like, that wasn't a good time. Like, they was going through real fucking shit, real drug addictions.
Those are people. Yeah. I feel like, again, I'm going to always blame social media, because social media has done something to us where we don't see people as people anymore.
Yeah.
I just see you up on the screen. I don't ever have to have a real interaction with you. So I can only see you on the screen. I only see what you post about this and that. I don't give a fuck about what you truly going through. I just like how it looks. Y'all don't give a fuck about these people, bro, and y'all gotta stop doing that. That is no way they should be on there and y'all fucking fist fighting and you got these niggas recording y'all. Like, y'all let the wrong shit happen. And then even with that young lady, I'm not gonna try to say her name because I just don't know. The young lady who was killed in Mexico by her friends.
Okay.
I'm seeing so many of y'all, and y'all really gotta stop, because I feel like it's perverted, and not even on a sexual level, but the way that y'all will do these stories, like, these are real people. This is not a fucking character. This is a person who lived and died and had people who cared about her. Y'all go and y'all try to give off these stories. Y'all did the same shit with Kanika Jenkins. Y'all went and I did this, I did the work, and I'm a post, okay, it happened at this time and they were doing this. Y'all putting out, I seen somebody make a whole little video collage of the young lady's boyfriend. Like, with that was not necessary, bro. Y'all are weird. Y'all gotta stop. Y'all are old as fuck too, cause it's not kids doing this shit. It's grown ass adults, and y'all gotta ask yourself, how mentally stable am I to be doing some shit like this and posting it?
Bingo.
How mentally stable am I? I'm running a fucking I'm running a celebrity, a child of a celebrity. I'm running a page. I'm running a page for them with all their baby pictures, captioning it every day, this and that. You are fucking mentally unstable. That is, and it's not one of them things to joke about. Go get fucking help. Running these celebrity pages, arguing with people, and actually really having actual real life interactions and issues with people in real life because of a celebrity that you're part of their fan base.
Yeah. It's about that time where we give you a positive message to get through the week. I feel like we got a lot of our positive messages out, but if you want to give a positive message, please.
I said this before, but he didn't clip it, so I'm gonna say it again.
Ahead, please.
All my young ladies out there right now, a lot of y'all are dealing with not shit ass niggas, like ain't shit ass niggas. A lot of y'all are dealing with a man right now who don't have no good intentions for you, who don't have shit coming for you, and y'all are putting up with a lot of shit and a lot of trauma right now to have this man in your life. And it's not about you loving this man, it's not about you caring for this man. It's just so the next shorty can't have this nigga. And that's not okay. And maybe it is about you loving him a little bit, but that nigga does not love you. And y'all, I need y'all to wake up and see what love is and what love actually look like. And you crying over a nigga, you having to fight other women over a nigga, that's not a show of your loyalty. I hate to call y'all dumb, but it just shows how dumb you are for him. And you gotta wake up and see, I've been acting dumb. I've been real dumb for this nigga. Get your shit together. Leave that nigga alone. Y'all let niggas drain the life force from y'all, and then y'all be like, yo, yeah, he fucked me up, this and that. You let that happen, bro. You let it happen for too long. Wake up. That nigga's not good for you, bro. That's it.
I don't have nothing positive to say to y'all niggas. Y'all harassing me. Nah, I really don't have anything positive to say. This week. I ain't got it for you. What would you like to say something?
Well, and for you ain't shit ass niggas out there, leave these young women alone, bro. Not even young women. Leave if you don't got good intentions. If you are not really going to be intentional about her, if you are not going to help her with the shit she got going on in her life, while she's trying to help you with the shit you got going on in your life, stop using people.
You trying to show shit?
I'm not. Okay. I'm being so serious. If you stop using people as placeholders, as like just motherfuckers that you can have around for a few years, it's not okay. And again, no,
throwing shade.
It's not. I know it. But because so many people get broken, especially at these vital parts of their life, because of an ain't shit ass person they dealing with, and it's because you love somebody and you put your all into this person, and y'all too young for that. Stop putting your all into motherfuckers. Stop. You are young as fuck. Like, y'all be 20. This person can die tomorrow, and I'm not saying it won't hurt, but stop putting your all into a motherfucker who don't even know what they're going to be doing in 5 years. I mean, I don't know what the fuck I'm going to be doing in 5 years, but I got an idea.
I hate it. I hate that shit. Like, motherfuckers. And people crucify me for always saying you putting your all into somebody. I don't always agree. Mm-hmm. Like, listen, some people are here for the moment, and you just got to accept that moment. Mm-hmm. They ain't here for a longevity. They ain't here for... You just got to accept people for what you're in my life for right now. If we stand the test of time, that's what life was meant for us, and to have many moments. But some moments ain't meant to last.
And that don't mean keep enduring shit just to endure it because you can. Being strong does not mean you need to still get hit every day to see how strong you are. Niggas, being strong sometimes means you gotta let some shit go. You gotta let a specific somebody go. And sometimes that's the only way that you can test whether or not you're strong. Let me see if I'm strong enough to let this person go and see who I become without them. Like, do that. Focus on yourself sometimes. Stop allowing the motherfucker to take good years out of your life. And if you want to fuck. Fuck who you want to fuck. But you don't have to keep enduring with somebody bullshit just because, okay, they got good dick or good pussy. Everybody got good dick and good pussy. Or you can teach a motherfucker how to fuck you the way you want to be fucked if that's the case.
Everybody don't got.
I bet you everybody does. If you can teach a motherfucker what you want. You
can teach all you want, but listen. If you have a small penis, you ain't hitting on shit. And that's I
feel like I can't speak for the small.
I can't speak for that.
I do feel like you can, regardless of your penis. Well, your penis can't be like.
But that's what I'm saying. If you have a 2-inch penis, how good of a dick do you have?
But it's not about that, motherfucker. You can probably use a strap on now. If you got a 2-incher, bitch, invest in a strap on, motherfucker. This is my backup. This is what God gave me. This is the backup that God provided me with. But like, stop enduring abuse in y'all relationships and everything that y'all are doing just because especially because you don't want to look bad for giving a nigga up. A lot of y'all will deal with a nigga who not shit because I don't want to look like the dummy who gave him up. Man. I don't want it looking like everybody was right. Bitch, they was. And it's okay. But once you realize everybody is right, you don't stick on just to be like, I can prove y'all wrong. Nah. This nigga not trying to prove him wrong, so why are you trying to fight against it? Stop. Let that nigga go. Let these women go and stop using them up and taking the best years of their life, you not good ass niggas. I'm done.
I don't even know it wasn't yeah, I guess.
What?
I'm Nas.
I'm Blitz. I'm in this bitch 24/7. Make sure you peep the merch. We are selling this. We dropping it. Tap in with us.
Tap in with us before Please. They all sold out, because they about to be all sold out soon.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I'm Nas.
And I'm Vince.
Thank you for being awkward. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. Give us them streams, baby. Give us a 5-star rating on Apple Podcast, and see you next week.
Yes. All right, hurry the fuck up.
All right, I'm gonna have to come back. Shoot.